Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You drive a very nice car. What do you do for a living?
IT recruitment.
IT recruitment.
Yep.
So you have a very lovely car. You've got a matte finish and everything done?
Yeah, it's a matte black finish.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which model?
It's a Mustang GT 2020.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For my last job, I was a director. I was making a pretty good income, like over top 1% in Canada. I just had a promise to myself that at 30 years old, I wouldn't be an employee.
When did you come to Toronto?
2013. July 20. Yeah, around like mid 2013, I would say.
Acha. And how did you come to Toronto?
As an international student, so just
Acha.
picked out like a college course, computer programming, at one of the colleges, and just like joined here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming when you came, by the way, the engine is...
Oh, you feel it?
Yeah, I could feel it. It's roaring under my seat.
The first job I got was all minimum wage jobs. The first one was takeout at a Sri Lankan takeout food stall.
Acha.
That was number one. Then it elevated to a grocery store, like at a Gujarati grocery store. That was number two. That was all like lifting sacks, like 40-pound, 30-pound sacks all day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It was that. Then I started getting into it was like a shawarma store, like just takeout places. Then I got a security license.
Security
Guard. Yeah, I got a license for that because it paid a little higher back then. Depending on the job and being young, could work as a bouncer at nightclubs. So I thought, okay, that'll be cool.
Okay, so you worked as a bouncer as well?
Yeah, that was like one whole summer.
By the way, just letting you know that this guy is a martial art expert. Martial art? Should I say that or jiu-jitsu?
Martial arts, yeah, jiu-jitsu, some kickboxing, but not an expert. I would say intermediate. Like it's just I am good compared to the average person on the street for sure. But compared to the people I train with, I'm intermediate.
Pretty sure you're also going to teach me some tricks about jiu-jitsu, like 1-2 shots.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so we're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
The weather has gone very... It's going
Jagah. Tech recruiting is a sales job. Most people consider it HR because in India it's more of an HR type job.
Yeah.
Over here it's a commission heavy sales job. And your success or failure depends on how you interpret the job, right? So if you see it as a sales job, you'll treat it like one, you'll do well.
Yeah.
So recruiting, when I joined there, these are big companies. They hire new grads. They have a good formal train. I mean, a formal training program, I wouldn't say like great, but a formal training program. And they'll pay you low money, but they'll give you a foot in the door. If you're really good in my industry, you go over to startups, newer recruiting companies, because for them, they don't have any existing clients already. So the person who brings the client in is of high value.
Right.
So you're paid more per deal. So that's
Exactly. This is a very important point. If you are looking for a job, always go for smaller businesses instead of targeting for a long...
I've always believed that. Yeah, I saw that in India. I worked in IT for 15 months, and I worked for a big company, Wipro. But then within that, I saw some people who had started at small companies and come over here.
Yeah.
They were the guys getting promoted fast.
Yeah.
Like people who come from small companies learn the whole business.
Yes.
They don't just learn the one division you're in, right?
Exactly.
That's in any company. I was in a big company starting there. They were the second biggest recruiting company in Canada. Now they're the biggest. They did well. Hey, they trained me well. I made money from my first month. I realized I was really scared. My first 2 weeks in training, I'm sitting there. There was like another Indian lady. She was a little bit older, like an older sister to me. I remember, and she's like, "Hey Neha, do you think I'll do well in this business?" She's like, "Don't worry, I know how you talk. You'll do well." Okay. And I'm scared, right? But within month 1, I make my first deal.
Yeah.
Month 2, I make 3 deals.
And can you tell me, like, one deal means how much money did you make from the first store?
Money made is different because it depends on commission plan.
Yeah.
The commission plan's obviously lower there, so a few $100s, right?
Okay.
But what was more important, the average recruiter makes 2 deals a month.
Okay.
I made 3 in my second month.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, this is easy.
This is easy.
And then there was a situation where I was just on the phone talking to someone, like a client, and just a natural conversation. And I see the director just looking across and just keeps looking at me, and he just goes... I'm like, okay, I'm pretty good at this apparently. This works out.
When you started off, how did your income grow over the period of time? Was it like, because it was commission based mostly, that is why?
Yeah.
That is why?
Started off low. It was a $30,000 base. I intentionally went for that. I wanted companies paying less base, but more per deal in commission.
Per deal in commission.
So I started with a $30,000 base. And for all the people who go, Toronto's an expensive city to live in. That was $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
I think after tax. I was still saving 700 every month for the first 2 months when I had no commissions coming in. And I was not living with roommates. I was living by myself. And at some point, I even got a car. And I was still able to save money. So it's like, if you go, it's too expensive, we cannot save money. Yeah, please. Like,
I'm glad you touched on this topic because the last video I literally made why Toronto is the best city to live in Canada.
Put it this way, why is it expensive?
Yeah.
Why is it expensive? Because everyone wants to be here.
Yeah.
Why does everyone want to be here? Because the most amount of opportunities are here. Right? So it's the risk. So if you want to have a middle class job and be safe and save some money, go out and live in a smaller city. I'm telling you right now, the way the world, the economy works, etc., that's a failing plan. Might as well take a risk, go big. And if you want to go big, you want to be close to the downtown core. There's a reason I haven't left downtown. I could probably buy a bigger house than the condo that I have right now, right?
Absolutely.
But all the opportunity, all the activities downtown, you want to be within that proximity.
Initially, you were getting the base salary of $30,000 and everything.
Commission slowly went up.
Commissions went up.
I joined in February. I remember by September, I was making, $8,000 a month, which is on pace to make 6 figures a year. Back then, I thought 6 figures would be like a dream income for me.
Okay, so by what age were you able to make $8,000 per month?
26.
26.
Yeah, 26.
At the age of 26, he was already making $8,000 per month. And that is when you were already working for somebody.
Yeah, it was a job.
So when did you start your business?
2 years ago. It's not fully a business per se. So how do you put it? It's self-employed, right?
Self-employed,
But self-employed. Okay, what I do right now...
Would you say it's something similar to how real estate agents are?
Exactly how real estate agents are. I just had a promise to myself that at 30 years old, I wouldn't be an employee. And that was always a promise I made to myself. And I turned 30. So in 2 months, I quit. But not 2 months, 5 months.
Hi, brother HAFIZ.
Hello.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
You passed your driving road test, huh?
Yes.
You got your lesson.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. Glad to do it. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Perfect.
Thank you, thank you. See you again, inshallah, and drive
Thank
safely,
you,
brother.
Ahmed, for sure. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.